respected friends of holistic health and healing. I hope everybody is doing well and good. So, day before yesterday, there was an article which appeared in New York Times, and I picked it up from Google News, that there was a woman by the name of VN, and she has been arrested and after refusing TB treatment. So I'll talk about it, that what is my approach as a homeopathic practitioner, what is my approach to deal with a client like this. So in the news item, it says that so the county commissioner and everybody said, they made a statement that we are hopeful that she will choose to get the life-saving treatment she needs to treat her tuberculosis. Now there's a lot of big stigma and fear attached with a disease like tuberculosis that has killed almost 150 million to 175 million global population. So Sergeant Darren Moss, who arrested her, said that, and he is the spokesman for the Pierce County Sheriff's Department. He said that he mentioned it in an email on Friday, that the woman was taken into custody without incident at her home on Thursday and was transported to a jail in a specially equipped vehicle that allowed her to remain isolated for the duration of the trip. He declined to say where the woman lived. So, and at the end of the article, it says, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, there are about 8,300 reported cases of TB in the United States in 2022. I personally believe that most of the cases came out from impoverished neighborhoods and poverty-ridden areas, absolutely. So, there are many famous figures and celebrities also succumbed to this deadly disease. For example, my two favorite writers, George Orwell and D.H. Lawrence, also died of tuberculosis. And they talked about it. They mentioned it in their writings. Then romantic poets like John Keats also died of this disease. Among American literary figures, there is another brilliant man named Henry David Thoreau, the environmentalist, plus poetess Catherine Mansfield and Thomas Wolfe. The same happened. They also met the same fate. Among political figures, we had former American President Andrew Jackson and wife of Franklin D. Roosevelt, Eleanor Roosevelt, also passed away from tuberculosis. And there's one very important figure from the founder of modern Pakistan, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, also fell victim to this deadly disease. So 150 million to 175 million passed away. So what is my approach? What is homeopathic approach when you see a client like this? So in homeopathy, we don't treat disease names. In homeopathy, we treat the way you're suffering from disease. And what are the obstacles to cure? Why can't we have access to this person? Okay, so let's go back to the background and take the fear away which is attached with this disease. Okay, so it has some simple names and it has some complicated names. For example, one very simple name, general name, is chronic bacterial infection. That's one name. Another name is scrofula, and I'll go through some details from the word what the word scrofula is. And then consumption is another name. Graveyard cough, white death, then physis pulmonaris, then pulmonary physis. Okay. So I'm going to open my dictionary and see under what is written under scrofula. So under scrofula we have, it says king's evil, and I'm consulting my homeopathic medical dictionary by J. Yasker. It's a student dictionary. It's also decently a professional dictionary also. So it says tuberculosis, lymphadenitis, okay, and adenoids, the adentitis, tubercular adentitis also. So the word scrofula is derived from scrofa, meaning swine or pig. It was used because persons so affiliated resemble hogs. The lumps and the masses and the swelling in the angles of the jaw and neck cause the person to appear hog-like. So 7, then 8th name, 9th name, then there is a 10th name also this disease has. It's called skeletal tuberculosis, and that is the bone TB, which goes to the spinal cord and which creates different kind of symptoms. So all of these names can have similar symptoms also, or based on individual patient, they can have entirely different symptomatology also. So in homeopathy, we treat the whole human being. What is happening with this person? Why this person is the way this human being is. So putting fear aside, the name tuberculosis, and so we're going to find out what is the nature and the existence of this person. Is this person have access to clean drinking water, for example, which is a prime power to heal diseases, okay? And is this person has acquired heavy metal toxicity in his life, for example, or are there any trace minerals in his body? So we do need a blood test also in order to find out what is happening with this human being. So, I mean, the disease, are we treating the disease name, the pathological name, or the mental and emotional symptoms of this person? Okay, what is the background? What happened in the past? What was the trauma this person had? And then the mental and emotional symptoms, they turn towards spiritual symptoms, nightmares and dreams and awkwardness. Is this person who has been arrested, is this person sleeping properly and getting enough rest also? Or why is her immune system so depleted that this chronic lung infection was unable to leave her body? So these are very important questions. Unfortunately, this article does not address any of these. For example, was this person a victim of child abuse also, or teenage abuse? And she was unable to get rid of her flashbacks, the traumatic flashbacks she had. So these are very humanistic questions. And in homeopathy, we give a lot of reference to this. Or this person, after going through trauma, we depend on we develop some addictive patterns also, and we develop some dependencies on certain stimulants also. So the human touch is missing from this article. So here on this channel, in Homeopathy 1, I'm going to talk about simple techniques of health and healing through some homeopathic remedies also, and how to take the case also, the entire case, the entire human being. And that is why it's a whole holistic health, totality of the symptomatology we need. If the solution is to help her relax, if the solution is attachment and bonding and simple homeopathic remedies, then that's the way to go for. I mean, such is the history of homeopathy. We have a 226 years old history, and that's how we dealt with people, with our patients, and the suffering humanity also. Primarily, so this is part 1 of the video. In part 2, I'm going to talk about some other diseases and how we treat them, like typhoid, like cholera, or how about leprosy? I mean, we read leprosy in the Bible, and so I'm going to talk about that in my next video also. So have a nice weekend. Take care. Have a nice evenings also. Thank you very much, friends of holistic health, healing, and homeopathy. Thank you.